Welcome back, guys. This is a space where we talk about all things human. My name is Shadia and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. And before we get into this video, especially if you're coming from the caskets video, I'm still a little congested, okay? So bear with me. But a little heart to heart, every time I'm like, oh, my heart is so full, la 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 la, you guys make it even fuller. I didn't even think that was possible. And I need to look for a word at this point that is not thank you, that is maybe in another language to actually describe the way that I have been feeling being in this room with you guys, being in this space with you all. And I do still read all the comments line by line. I cannot get to all of them, just life, work, and whatever. But I do read them all line by line. Some of you make me smile, you make me cry, you make me laugh, and some of you I'm even starting to recognize. So I see you. Okay? All right. Today, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. I wanted to do Michael Jackson just because of this almost rebirth that is happening of this man. The movie came out, young people are getting on board, rallying behind him, and there's just so much good and positivity, and I'm here for it. Man in the Mirror, I think, is a phenomenal song. I think this song speaks to true essence of what it means to be human, but being accountable for our actions, our choices in this world, and how we all play a really big part, right? Even if we feel like we don't, our micro contribution has a macro effect, right? So that's why I wanted to do this with you guys. I haven't seen the video in years, so that one's kind of fun. Let's get into it. Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need?
Who am I to be blind? Who is anyone to be blind? Right? Personally, I don't care. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care about your status. I don't care about your title. You bleed the same way that I do. You are not better than me because you have certain things. Who am I to be blind to people's needs, right? Just that notion alone can ground us to such an extent that we show up for each other and we actually care a little bit more about whatever is happening outside of us, right? A really quick thing, because this has been happening a lot with particular things around me, is just perspective building. Before I run with one perspective, and maybe it's me taking something really personal or me thinking like this is what it is, pause. Try to come up with like a few other reasons for why something might be or why someone is acting the way that they're acting. That alone can already connect us that much more, right? Even if it's just like, this person is driving so slow or they're taking forever to get out of their parking spot. I get it. It's frustrating. You're trying to get on with your life, la la la. Why are we in such a rush all the time? Number one. And two, yeah, maybe they are older. Maybe they just got really bad news. Maybe they're sick. Maybe they have cancer. I don't know. But just see how that thought alone can be like, you know what? It's all good. And maybe they really just don't care about you and they're purposely just sitting in their car looking at you be like, I'm not leaving. That's true too. Could be. I'm not saying that everything is just like la-di-da, but who am I?
I saw us disregard a broken bottle top and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the window, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer.
pretending that they're not alone? Who am I? Who am I? I love this song. I love it so much. I mean, one, just the rhythm and the beat and his voice, like it just, how can something feel so good yet still have such a hard message underneath it, right? Like that is, I think, the beauty and talent of Michael Jackson. He can get you moving and believing and having faith in the world while also telling you some really hard truth that's painful at its core, right? At the same time. And the visuals are just, I know I've done it. We all have a habit today of like, the world is so hard today. It is so hard today. And I'm not saying it's not hard today. But when you look at these images and these things, I think there's just this like generational connection that we are all fighters. We're all humans. We all, since the course of dawn of time, have been fighting something. And yeah, sure, maybe it was easier to buy a house back in the day or whatever. But to some degree, right? Look at how much we have fought and overcome, and we will continue to do so. And it does not matter how much we evolve in terms of, tech or this, that, and the other. The human spirit will always remain as long as we are mindful of where we as individuals stand. And I think that's why I also just love this song so much, because it just comes back in full. You can see things on the news. You can see things in the media. I see it. I hear it. Oh my gosh, where do I stand? Da, da, da. I am starting with the man in the mirror. I've said this before so many times. If we all looked in the mirror and said, hey, you're going to be better today. You're going to be a better person. You're going to have a better attitude. You're going to have blah, 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 whatever it is, right? And also be better to yourself. You see how the world just exponentially got better? Because collectively, millions, if not billions, whatever, got better, right? And some of you might be like, well, that's such a whimsical thought. Yeah. World peace is not possible. It doesn't have to be such a macro thing for things to feel better and for us to have a better life. I think sometimes we get lost in like, that's never going to happen. So we just abandon all attempt and hope, or even just trying to move the needle a little bit. That doesn't work. It doesn't work for me.
Oh, well, oh, deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change. You gotta get it right while you got the time. Now you close your heart, then you close your mind. That makes
It's so good to revisit these songs in this way. Okay. One, visually, I love that it started off with so much hardship and adversity, and then you're seeing humans collectively make the world better, helping each other. Even just that little boy's smile. That lady made a difference in that little boy's life. One person made that little boy feel a sense of belonging and hope, and that someone could care. That is monumental. That can make such a difference. The human condition is to be seen, to be heard, and to be understood. We all crave it, we desire it, and when we don't have it, especially if we don't have all three, there is so much suffering. The other thing that got me, I was like, when you close your heart, you close your mind. Come on now. Right? When did this song come out? Does it tell me on here? This says 16 years ago. I don't know if that's accurate. Whatever. When you close your heart, you close your mind. If you're not processing, if you're not feeling your emotions, if you're avoiding, if you're shutting down, when you close your heart, because I can see this in a lot of different ways. One, I can just see it from the ability of expressing emotions. How many people struggle with feeling their feelings? They're avoidant as hell. And your emotions are your superpower. They're huge messages that you need to start extracting that will serve you in terms of identifying your identity and your world and your values and your dreams. Like, your emotions are little friends that are popping up saying, hey, I have something to say if you'll listen to me. Now, are they always on point and correct? Are they always, going to give you the best path in life? No, because you're their master. You're the leader at that table where you're having dinner with all them. And you're like, okay, sadness, what do you have to say? Okay, fear, what do you have to say? Okay, I see you. Do you need a hug? What do you need? Blah, blah, blah. And then you make the final decision. But emotional intelligence, okay, if you will. So that's on one side. If you're not doing what you need to do, how on earth can you expect your mind to be open and embracing and collectively wanting to make the world a better place when your inner world is suffering to such an extent, right? You're limiting yourself. You're capped. If you're not feeling, you're living as like a shell of a human being. As human beings, why are we born with a whole array of emotions to feel and experience for no reason? No, right? And then on the flip side too is like, along the same vein is when you think about when people, they're not doing what they need to do and they become bitter, they become scorned and cold and all this stuff. So yes, your mind becomes closed. I use that car example. If you're getting mad at somebody because everything sucks and your world sucks and you're just, I don't know, whatever, you're struggling. Again, we can all be upset a little bit with the car. I'm not saying you're not allowed to have feelings sometimes, but just painting that picture, you close your mind. You can't think of different perspectives. Your critical thinking will suffer. Your ability to have common sense will be hindered. So what a simple line. I could literally spend a long time with you guys, as we all know, talking about that line just for what it is worth. If you close your heart, you close your mind. And I've told you before that I made a promise a long time ago that I would never close my heart. Therefore, I will never close my mind. I want to learn until I can't learn no more, and I'm going to take on as much as I can until I can't take anything else, basically till my last day, right? You close your heart, you close your mind. And we're literally built. We're built for this. It's so good. So good. Oh, goodness gracious. The world, hello. That's our earth, you guys. That's our earth. It's kind of, I keep telling myself, I'm like, always emotional. But that's kind of the point. Like I said, if you close your heart, you close your mind. That's our earth. It's not so-and-so's earth or their earth or whoever's earth. It's our earth. I think sometimes, honestly, one of the best ways to ground yourself is looking at a globe, looking at a picture of the earth, like some of these satellite images, or that very simple image of the earth in space, right? The galaxy at large, whatever. Sometimes we forget that we're all on this like floating rock in the middle of whatever. So when we're so stuck in our selfish ways, or we think we know like blah, 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 it's like, hey, this is not just my literal home. This is our home. And I love the inclusion of the animals as well, because it's our earth. So we all play a role. We all play a part. We all have purpose, right? There is no such thing as like, oh, there's no purpose in you or that animal or that person or that. No. Everything has purpose here because it's our earth. No one's here for no reason, right? And you don't have to take that as like a religious thing or like a philosophical thing. It's like a literal thing. If there's something here, it personally just doesn't make sense to me that this thing is here for absolutely no reason. And I'm saying that because I know a lot of human beings say, what's the purpose of me being here? I don't have a place in this world, or I don't belong here. It's our earth. It's not mine. It's not theirs. It's ours. You do. You're here for a reason. I can't tell you what that reason is, but you have purpose and you have place, right? And I just love Michael Jackson, to be honest. Everything about this last bit and watching people come together. I was getting emotional with something as simple as that man's hand that wrapped around that other man's shoulder. We're at a point in time where people don't even know their neighbors, right? We're at a point in time where if somebody calls you or rings your doorbell, we're like, who's that? Versus back in the day, it was like, who's here? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's important to have these conversations, I think, so we don't get too far lost from each other. And I think one of the last notes I'll leave you guys with is, I saw a car yesterday broken down. And when I see this stuff, I just see everybody frustrated, trying to get around the car that's stuck, right? They have their emergency lights on. And traffic sometimes can be so crazy, but everyone's just like, oh, gosh, blinker, I gotta get around. And oh, great, I'm stuck. And now this one doesn't want to let you take the time to get around because you're the car behind the car that's not working anymore. I remember back in the day, if a car stalled or got stuck, people were putting their car like emergency lights on, or they would like pull over, and they were running in the middle of the intersection and being like, you need help? Let's push. Come on, guys. And everyone's pushing the car. And maybe some parts of the country still have that. I don't know, but it's just such a bummer. Like, this is where we're at, right? Like, you see struggle and you're like, well, not me. Glad it's not me. It could be you. Someday it will be you. No one's immune to that. So anyways, just more of these points that I think it's important to talk about and remind us all of it. And I understand we're all going to have our moments, right? Nobody is a saint in this world. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. I definitely have moments where I stumble and fall just like everybody else. But again, as humans, having these conversations and these reminders are important so we can all hopefully come together a little bit more, so we don't feel like we're all alone on our own islands. Yeah? All right. I think that's it now. I should just start saying that. Welcome to my channel, Professional Yapper. But yeah, until the next time, stay human.